All right, guys, we have got our bets for tonight, April 10th, 2023, and we've got 7 of them. We are at $8.98 in our $1 million challenge. We were at 903 earlier, but we went 1-1 in the championship soccer. 1-1, lost 1, so dropped 5 cents there, unfortunately. But at 898, hoping to get back on track tonight with a positive day, and we have 7 bets. So let's jump into it. We have the Pirates and Astros first 5 under 4.5 at -138. That is a 15-cent bet. Pirates offense is, I'm expecting it to slow down just a touch. They just lost O'Neal Cruz, who is boomer bust, I would say. And, sometimes you get a ton in the lineup. Sometimes you don't get much of any. It's probably in the middle of where his replacement is probably just below him in that sense. And the Astros have Valdez on the mound. He should have a good night. Get some strikeouts and things like that. And then on the other side, we have Contreras, who's pitching for the Pirates against an Astros lineup that's sort of, it's working its way back from injuries and things. And Contreras, we can just jump into our next bet here, really. I have him 10 cents over 4.5 strikeouts at -106. This is a lineup that is striking out a little bit this year, and Contreras, his control was nice. He was getting swings and misses last time out, and I expect him to do so tonight. So those 2 bets are kind of correlated. Under 4.5 at -138, and then Contreras over 4.5 strikeouts at -106. Then we have the Rays team total over 4.5 at -102. This is a 20-cent bet. Obviously, if they win the game in regulation here, it won't get to the bottom of the 9th, and we'll have 8 innings for this. But Pivetta, I expect he's got some regression to do, a lot of regression after that first game. He kind of snuck his way through it, but this is a Rays team that's hitting really well against a pitcher that has some regression coming already. I like the over 4.5. Then we have Graham Ashcraft under 16.5 outs at -120. This is an 18-cent bet. He is playing the Braves. Ashcraft, another one who got through his first start, but he's very much up and down, and this is a Braves offense that is hitting really, really well. Now, the Reds like to keep Ashcraft in there. The younger players or the younger pitchers, at the end of last year, they were doing it, but this is the beginning of a new year, and you don't want to overdo it at the beginning. So if he gets lit up a little bit, like I think he can here, I'm not sure he goes into the deep 6th inning here. He went 7 in his first start. I'm liking the Braves here, who also, so far this year, pitches per plate appearance is pretty high. So if they can get some long at bats, which I think they can, I think Ashcraft goes out before he gets to 16.5 outs. Then we have the Mariners money line at -150. This is a 20-cent bet. They are playing the Cubs. Castillo on the mound for the Mariners, who we like, and Smiley on the mound, who is not great. I don't expect him to have a great year. I expect him to have a bad spot here. And Castillo, not a terrific outing the first time. I think he has a good outing this time against a lineup that's middling, maybe, or kind of like behind middling a little bit, probably the last 10 type of offense here. And the wind can get a little bit crazy here at Wrigley Field, so it could be low scoring. If it's low scoring, that leans Mariners' way for me, Castillo, and this bullpen. And then we have the Rockies' first 5 plus half a run at -106. This is a 15-cent bet. That's struggled a lot in his first outing, and the numbers kind of back that outing up. A lot of times you have a bad outing, and the numbers may not back you up, or you have a good outing and the numbers are like, this really should have been an awful outing. We get some of those early on in the season. Matt's had a bad outing, and it was a bad outing. Marquez pitching for the Rockies, who will be better at home this year, I expect. Normally a decent pitcher, and I think they have, in this matchup, the better pitcher. And we're going with 2 offenses that can hit and will get some runs, but I think the Rockies go ahead and at least level it after 5. And then we have our final bet, the Diamondbacks first 5 team total over 2.5 at -105, 15-cent bet. We are just going against Wade Miley. The number's a little bit too big for me on the Diamondbacks, just in general, on the money line. But they have a decent pitcher, Zach Gallen, but he's struggled to start the season. So we're just going to go with the offense to go ahead and take care of Wade Miley early on here, over 2.5 at -105. So, guys, that is our night here. Let me know what you guys are playing, and let's get some money.